What's going on, guys? How you doing? PR7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to be doing a flight here from Chicago Midway. We're going to be heading over to Las Vegas, McCarran. We are Southwest Flight 1643. And we're just getting things set up here. Catering services are getting done. Should be a pretty good flight. Pretty early here in the morning. Should be a early morning. Well, no, it won't be early morning. It'll be a morning arrival into Las Vegas. Just getting things set up here now in the aircraft. Everything should go more or less pretty smoothly. Hopefully, we're looking at a runway 22 left departure. And let's see here. Looking at the Cicero 2 departure. Yep, Cicero 2 departure from runway 22 left. Flight time should be approximately 3.5 hours, although this video isn't going to be that long for you guys. And right now we're planning for the ILS 26 left into Las Vegas. So should be good, like I said. Just getting IRS aligned, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to flip a bunch of switches, punch a bunch of stuff in, and I will catch you guys when we're getting ready for push and start. See you soon. Alright guys, well I just got done loading up the FMC, getting everything ready to go. Overhead panel is looking good for this stage of the flight. Pretty much just waiting for GSX to get done with its thing. Passengers will get boarded and we're going to get headed on our way. Pretty straightforward when it comes to taxiing, so we're going to push out. There's no ATC for the flight, so should be nice and relaxed. Oh, there you go. Yep, see, you can see the passengers clipping through the air bridge. We'll be taxiing from our stand via Tango Papa Yankee. We'll be holding short Yankee 7 for 22 left. No D-rate on the takeoff here. I want full-length runway. We're still pretty heavy, so as you can see in the FMC, we still have a V rotate of 146, even without the without any D-rate. Pretty short runways here, about 6,445-foot runway. Straightforward departure. Again, ATC would normally give us vectors, but I just connected it on our flight plan here. We're going to start off initially a 5,000-foot climb, probably bump that up real quick to our final cruising altitude, which is flight level 340, which actually, that reminds me, I need to, that's right, single pilot operations. And let me just double check Vegas's, what is 2222 airport elevation at Las Vegas is 2,181 feet. So let's get that in here. Go 2,200. Again, quick panel scan over here. Everything's good. So like I said, they're just getting ready, just waiting for passengers to board. Just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up. So catch you again when this is all done, and we're getting ready to do pushback. All right, guys, welcome back.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
As you can hear, GSX is getting us set up for pushback. When the option comes up, I'm going to need to go nose left. As of now, let's get our pumps on. Everything on the overhead is looking good. Ready to get this show on the road.
Locking gear.
Yes, we're going to want to go nose left.
Release parking brakes.
No problem. Let me get the anti-collision light on. Release the brakes.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is completed and brakes are set.
Packs off. I'm not doing icing, I don't know. I'm not doing any de-icing here. Ready to get on out of here. So we're going to actually get engine 2 going. N2's rising. Oil pressure is increasing, and we have N1 rotation. And fuel. Good.
Set parking brakes.
Set the parking brakes. Parking brakes set. Two, 4, 6. Nice little way to remember. Although, I mean, I don't have any random failures set, so we should be good. All right. Let's engine 1. N2. Oil pressure is rising. N1 rotation. Fuel. Check the spar valve. Good. Wondering what GSX is doing? And start valve closed. All right, so we have 2 good engine starts. Let's get up here. Let's get them on the gens. Let's get our packs back on. Set the isolation valve to auto. Take the APU bleed off. And we'll shut down the APU. Get probe heats on. And let's get our sensor fuel pumps going. Let's set our auto brake to RTO. And let's set flaps 5. And let's try and think about what GSX is doing.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Flight control check. Full forward. Full back. Full left. Full right. I'll get my rudders. Full left. Center. Full right. Center. Okay. Quick double check. Let's wait for GSX to leave.
Unlocking gear.
See the bypass pin. I'll also wait to turn the taxi lights on so I don't completely blind them. Oh yeah. Just rip the front, just rip my my nose gear clean off, please. All right, we're also gonna...
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thank you. I'm actually going to get this, turn this slightly down. It's a little bit too bright at night when the flight directors come on. Yep, okay, I see the bypass pin. Thank you so much. And it looks like we are good to go. So we're going to be making a, we are on Tango 1. Excuse me? Why would I set my parking brakes immediately? Oh my goodness. GSX is doing some funny stuff. Config check. No noise, that's good. And we're off to taxi. So we're on Tango 1, we'll come up on Tango here in front of us. We're going to make a right and essentially just follow that down. Turns into Papa, then turns into Yankee. And we'll follow it down for the last holding point on runway 22 left. Haven't seen too much action here. Using FSLTL. Hopefully there's no shenanigans there. Pretty short taxi. So we're pretty much going to be making an immediate right turn after takeoff. Heading to our first waypoint, climbing up. Should be a good flight. Here's Papa. Briefly. And then we'll be taking this right onto Yankee, following it down to the end. Good, okay, let's just double check everything. MCP, got LNAV set, my flight directors are on, auto throttle is armed, runway heading is set as well as in the course selectors. Overhead panel, let's see here, let's just get ahead of it, start switches over to continuous. All my fuel pumps are on, APU bleed is off, packs are on, isolation valve is set to auto, window heats, probe heats, yaw damper is on. Auto brake is set to RTO, and flaps 5 are set and indicating. Uncaged, I already uncaged the standby altimeter. And so we're looking good to go here. So once we get down here to Yankee 7, I'll also get my strobe light on here. Just to save myself a little doing. We'll also get our transponder over to TARA. Is that Yankee set? You know, we'll be fine here. I say, let's hope we are. Let's just double check here. No, we look all right there. Good, seem clear. Oh, PMDG understeering on the nose. That is full left. when I can't afford it. I need as much runway as possible. Okay, guys. Again, another quick scan just to double check everything, make sure we're okay. I think we're good to go. So, let's set the elapsed timer. Get the engines up to 40%. Little forward pressure on the control column. Looking good. Let's release the brakes and toga.
Airspeed's alive. Knots.
Check. Release forward pressure.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Goodbye, Chicago. Vegas, here we come. Just... Okay, and one, let's bug up. Let's make sure we actually get that right turn in. Set flaps 1. And I'm actually going to get VNAV going. Try and trim her out a bit, and let's go flaps up. Get her in trim a little bit better. I got a lot of nose down trim right now. That's good. Free on the control column. To Command A.
Traffic.
There's FSLTL rearing its ugly head. And while we're at it, we'll set our cruising altitude. Because why not? All right, let's get our gear down. Auto brake off. Oh, lovely. A little bit of low cloud cover there. It was saying weather was showing Chicago Midway was IFR conditions. A little bit of soup coming out there. Decently smooth departure there. Actually, I think pretty smooth. As you can see, we have quite a ways to go for our next waypoint. And taxi lights off. Let's hit the attend button. Let's align the heading bug. We'll release the passengers after 10,000 feet. And there's 10,000 feet. Our wing lights off. Take the logo light off too. Ah. A little bit of a rookie error there. Should have blanked the lower DU before we even taxi, but that's okay. No big deal. You know what I usually like to do over here? Get this. Let's get menu. Back on the FMC. Prog page here. Legs here, especially after takeoff. That way, if I ever need to make some adjustments or need to do a direct, it's easier for me to just look down, click on this, than it is to kind of go over here. Just personal preference. Although usually you would have legs page over here and your init ref going on over here. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's it. Pretty simple coming out of Midway. Got us heading up to our cruising altitude here. Should be a good flight. Like I said, it's approximately 3.5 hours, so be a nice little relaxing time for me. Not going to have you guys watch that whole cruise, but I'll show you guys a few shots of the outside, and we'll check you after, certainly after top of descent, probably when we're getting close to Vegas, all right? Catch you guys soon. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little break. We just passed top of descent probably about 6-7 minutes ago here as we're on the Chow 2 arrival, heading for runway 26 left at Las Vegas. It's been a smooth flight. I mean, we had that bit of cloud cover coming out of Midway, as you guys saw, and other than that, it's been clean flying. Bit of a headwind throughout that's kind of slowed us down a bit, but I mean, nothing too major and nothing too unexpected, frankly, when flying west, at least as I've found it. Lucky for us, this particular arrival links directly with the approach. As of right now, I just set our altitude down for 8,000 at Prino, which we can actually see coming up here. And that will hook us up with the ILS 26 left approach. I already got that punched in here. Got them in the radio stack. Got our courses selected as well. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much got everything set up for the approach here. We're going to use 200 feet radio altimeter for our minimums. You can see the ILS up here, 111.50 and 259er on the courses. And we'll be picking that up in a short while. Usually I'd be thinking about speed management, and this approach is actually keeping us pretty slow coming down, so I'm actually not too worried about it. Set up our auto brakes, which, considering the runway length for 26 left is 10,526 feet. I put auto brake 2. Again, I'm looking forward when PMDG finally does drop the EFB so we can get, a bit of a Microsoft weather update there. But I'm looking forward to PMDG's EFB, as I'm sure you and many others are, if you fly this aircraft, so we can start getting some performance calculations in. That way I'm not sort of guessing, you know, even on takeoff, you know, oh no, I'll do a 24K D-ray or 22K, or I can at least do selected temperature. And certainly also for landing performance. I'm just guessing auto brake 2. I did a flight off camera before this one, where I flew into Chicago Midway, did auto brake 3. When was it? I forget which runway it was, but they're all about the same length. And that worked perfectly. However, those runways are about 4,000 feet shorter than 26 left in Las Vegas. So it'd just be nice to get that. So I'm hoping to see that soon, this long-promised electronic flight bag. But anyways, that's just minor quibbles. The plane is excellent. And I'm looking forward here to this... let's line up our heading bug. Looking forward to this approach. As of right now, we are looking at... Sorry, I'm looking over my other monitor. You guys can get that nice view. We are looking at no winds. I mean, VFR conditions at Las Vegas. Overcast at 7,500 feet. So no excuses for me, that is for sure. Although, obviously, we're looking at some clouds, so... hopefully the METAR is accurate. And we can have a nice approach. I'm just double scanning the overhead panel here. Just make sure I haven't forgotten anything. So I stepped away from the simulator for a little bit. Yeah, it all looks good. Well, let's yeah, these wind updates, man, in Microsoft tend to be a little rough sometimes. Minor things. I think they've improved the weather overall. But I must say, you know, I think I picked the perfect time to do this flight since we were flying west, we caught that sunrise just after leaving Midway and really extended that lighting super atmospheric, considering, again, that we were going west. We were sort of running away from the sunrise, slowly letting it happen, and I don't know, I enjoyed it. Really nice. Okay, we're below 18,000. I had preloaded our altimeter. Right now, VNAV is going to keep us at 250 until pre-known, which it wants to slow us down to 210. Let's see here. Laurie, Huxar 197. Probably going to override that, potentially slow us down a bit before that. We'll see how it goes. But we can see Prino coming out here. We can also see our banana is doing a nice job, giving us an indication of when we should be at 8,000 feet. Let's see here how much time we're saying we have left. What is that? 16:18 Zulu. Saying we only have about 14 minutes left. So, oh, let's get the seatbelts. Oh, and minor mistake I made, completely forgot. On takeoff at Midway, somebody, I don't know who, but forgot to turn on the damn landing lights. It's been a while since I've recorded a video on Flight Sim, so forgive me. I will be sure to be turning them on as we head into Las Vegas. Definitely noticed that a bit too late. Okay. And let's see here. I'm looking at the approach chart here. And mandatory 8,000 at Prino. Then we're looking at Huxar 5,200, and our final approach fix is Relin 3,800. If we are to miss, we are looking at a 6,000 feet missed approach altitude. Hopefully that won't happen. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably bring us down to 5,000. Hopefully we'll be a little bit under the glide slope once we're on the localizer. And since winds allegedly aren't going to be much of an issue, we should be able to keep we should be able to slow ourselves down relatively easily. Okay, coming in some clouds here, but we're at +4 air temperature, so no need to worry about anti-ice. And there's our final approach fix. That's pretty. Also note, while we're sitting here waiting, like I said, 26 left is our arriving runway. I'll be looking to vacate right, obviously. That's where I'm going to have to vacate. Either Alpha 5 or Alpha 6, hopefully. I mean, worst case, there's also Alpha 7, which are all high-speed turnoffs. Just make taxiing in a little bit easier on us. Oh yeah. Well, it says VFR conditions. It didn't say Cav OK. Okay, there's 10,000 feet. Yes, landing lights on this time. Look at that. Looks beautiful, man. Okay, Carlos, below 9,000. Wait for the decel point. I'm also going to arm the speed brake. $8,000. Let's bring it down to 5,000. Remembering that 6,000 feet is our missed approach altitude, so I would like to be on glide slope before then. Okay, we hit our decel point. It's going to bring us to 210, which is our flaps up speed. We still don't have the ILS, which, I mean, fair enough. Again, looking over here at the chart, about 9, 10, 13. It's about 17 miles. But still, you would think... no, I mean, we have identity, we just don't have the DME. Okay. India, Romeo, Lima, Echo. Yep. So we've at least idented on the ILS. So to our final final approach course. There we go. Get Vorlock, which we should be right on the money. I'm just gonna go flaps 1. Just going to arm approach. Now we're a little bit above glide path. All right. Let's go flaps 5. We'll also drop gear to give us that little extra bit of drag. slow ourselves down a bit. I had a feeling that would happen. Nothing would ever just be that easy. We'll also ding the cabin crew. And we'll imagine we got clearance for landing, so taxi lights on. Start switches over to continuous. Flaps 10. Give ourselves a little bit more time before we slow down. Also note, since we have this locked, we can go to 6,000 feet. A little early on the gear than I would have liked to have been. Probably should have taken out speed brake, but that's okay. Flaps 15. Go 160. Nine miles out. See that? I forget, whose scenery is that? This is third party. I have, is it FS Dream Team? Oh, I'm forgetting. But it's nice. Hopefully frames won't be much of an issue. Hopefully. All right, let's go flaps 30. Coming on our final approach fix. And flaps 40. We'll buck VREF. All right, about 5 mile final. Hopefully everything goes okay. I don't get too many frame stutters here. My aircraft. Pappies are saying I'm low. Let's give it a little bit more throttle. Let's pull back ever so slightly. There we go. Big frame stutter there. Looks beautiful though. Really nice. stutter.
40, 30, 20.
Close.
10.
Reverser's out. Was that 5? Or is that Alpha 7? See, I should have had auto brake 3 going. Will be good for this exit though. So not too bad a landing. The stuttering kind of threw me off a bit there. Probably a little fast coming in here, but that's all right. What do we make it on to? Alpha 7. Definitely coming in a little hot there. Anyways, though, that wasn't a bad landing. Let's clean up our flaps. Let's get the auto brake set to off. Let me pull up my charts here. Yep, so we're crossing Alpha. We're going to cross 26 right. I'll keep my lights on for now as I cross. And we'll just take this up to Whiskey, make a right on Whiskey. See if GSX is going to talk to us here real quick. Let me do that in a second, actually. See traffic. Yeah, look at that, huh? Yeah, that's really nice, man. All right. Let's get the APU going. Strobes off. See if we can get GSX to talk to us here. Not looking like it. What you do in this case is I have a shortcut to restart the how do you pronounce it, the Quaddle engine. Yep, there you go. So we'll go next page for parking. We are looking at the Bravo gates. And let's go for 14. No. We'll make a right here on Whiskey. Start switches back to off. Should have done that a little bit before, but that's okay. Just double checking to make sure GSX wasn't completely bugging out. Okay, so we're over here. So we're going to follow this taxiway around. This should be us right here. Very nice. Let's turn off the taxi lights so we don't blind the marshaller. If there is a marshaller. Yes, there is. Well, look at that. There you go. Good GSX. Oh, right on the money a little bit? Probably a little bit too far. By the way, if you don't know, this is how far you are off the center line, and this is how close you need to be. I rarely get this right. Also helps you understand what they're doing. All right, and there we go. All right, guys, we made it to Vegas. Let's get the APU on the bus. And we're gonna shut down 2, shut down 1. Get the APU bleed on. Oop. Set the isolation valve to open. And we will turn our anti-collision light off. Get probe heats done. And that is it. We'll talk to GSX to start our deboarding.
The boarding requested.
And there you go, guys. That'll be it. Not too bad a flight. I thank you guys for sticking with me for this long. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully, if you guys like it, I'll start making some other flight sim videos. Might as well. Hobby of mine. Wouldn't mind doing it.
Passengers deboarding starting.
So thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you again next time. Take care.